Welcome to another episode in the CaraCruiser series. Essex is here to fit the engine.
Originally, I bought the CaraCruiser with a 5 horsepower Honda engine, but the recommendation from the manufacturer is 7.5 up to 35 horsepower. If you've been following the series, you'll remember we had a Honda BF50 fitted to it, but it never truly played out. This 115 horsepower Suzuki, however, might be the key ingredient to that.
So it just rolls back down the driveway.
Now, the transom has been rebuilt, much stronger and also slightly taller,
Nearly there.
to account for some extra weight back here.
Yeah.
90 kilograms more weight, in fact.
Okay. I don't want to do it.
It's actually going to miss the top of that.
I'm just thinking that.
It is where it is. You got to drill it there.
Well, I don't have to. I could go a lower hole.
Oh.
I think maybe I'll send a really small pilot through first.
I sent a pilot through, and it was just shy of the deck,
That's a bite
so
on
I
that.
clearanced the nut area and sent it. Essex very sensibly suggested we should fit the power steering before we bother getting the engine bolted up. This presented a new problem. The Hydrodrive kit comes with nuts captive in top hats, nylon washers, and a grub screw in the end cover. But this didn't seem to make sense. Either the grub screw secures the end covers and the captive nuts spin, or you can't screw in the end covers. My solution was to put a little notch in the threads on the outboard so the end covers could be done up and the grub screw could hold the captive nut from spinning. I'm not sure how removal will work, but that's a future me problem. There was also the issue of a snapped bolt in the hole where the steering bolts to the centre, so that was drilled out. It was a stainless bolt, so this came with several stops to sharpen the drill bit. Finally, fitting time.
Oh, the wheel's delaminated over there.
Oh no.
It's jammed. It's in the bottom of it. It's jammed.
Okay, hold on. See if I can. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh wow, look at the lamb.
I saw it as it went round and I was like, oh no, I saw it jam.
Just put those down like that.
Bit of tap.
do you want to pop the cowl on it? The crown. Oh yeah. Absolute business. Beauty. Look at that, what a beast. I still think there's some room for detailing, and probably scope for changing the prop for something more spicy as well. Just making sure that the fridge freezer in fact, idea is going to work. So I cut this hole for 2 of these to go next to each other. There. Drawer fridge freezer, run on R600A refrigerant, but it's obviously too long, and my plan is to move the stuff that's in here round to the side. And have it along that edge, and then with this one have it on that edge. Now the motor's on, I need to get the remotes bolted on, wired up. I'm just going to see how long the loom is and what sort of route I'm going to take to the back. I've also got a rigging kit to put into the deck. Try and keep things nice and neat. So I thought I'd just tilt the engine up to see where's the best place to run all of the cables through the deck and the fuel lines. And the steering hits the deck. So when I tilt it up, obviously this whole assembly comes forward and this hits here. So I moved this from the bottom of that to the top of this, and now this hits here. So my next plan is going to be to undo all of these and see if I can just rotate this upwards to try and clear, and then at least I've got a little bit more before. Well, let's see. So I've taken out bolts on both sides. This is the moment of truth. Yes. Oh, or no, maybe it can't go far enough to get to the next one. Okay, maybe I need to get this off.
so this is where we're at. I've bolted it on. Oh, you know, I still need to do these up. I bolted it on there. I just need to do these up, and then I'll test tilt. I think this is still gonna, these are still gonna hit this. I think what I might have to do is make a little stop. Anyway, okay, tilt test. Not sure what that crunchy noise was. Oh. That's it. So I need to stop it there, really. Or maybe a bit before, actually. It's a fairly reasonable amount of tilt. I wonder if there's any other ways of limiting tilt. So on here, this plastic thing, I don't know if you can see that. That's the limit switch. So I've just adjusted that a little bit. Seems to be pretty ideal. I don't know if I'm going to have enough battery to go all the way up again, but let's give it a whirl. So I'm keeping my hand pressed on the button. That's it. At last, something that I'm happy with. Day for the old trailer. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of money back in scrap for it. But so I'm headed down to the metal recycling centre just down the road from where I live. Well, despite it being quite heavy, it's just rusty old steel and it's not worth much, so £8.80. Better than nothing. I also sold the rollers and some spare ones I had for a few quid on eBay, so a little bit of a win on that one. Just after, I managed to sell the suspension and wheels for about £100, which all helps towards the project. A lot of this project seems to be a lot of just looking and thinking. I'm just trying to get my ducks in a row with sorting out all of the steering and all the control and cables and the loom. So the plan is I'm going to run the two steering hoses So one across into there, one across into here. These aren't drilled yet. And then all of the control cables and loom and probably the fuel hose will come into this, well, that, with a what do you call it, a rigging kit around the outside. I've just been trying to make sure that everything, nothing fouls when I tilt the motor up. And then the steering hoses will go down through here and along to the front. The rest of the loom will go down through here and then along this side, I think, underneath where the fuel lines go. I think that'll be tidiest because we're getting a bit busy back here. And then they'll all collect, go through the cupboard, and then fuel hoses, well, fuel hoses would just go straight down into the fuel tank. Steering and loom goes to the front, where the remotes are going to sit on this. I'm going to make a bracket so they sit on that hatch. I think that's everything. What I don't want to do is cut a hole now and then not be able to get everything plumbed in, and then it rain or, you know, dirt and stuff get in there. One thing I need to sort out is this rigging hose. Obviously it needs to be quite chunky to fit everything through, because there's going to be, actually, yeah, that's another thing that I need to consider. There'll be the starter cables, there'll be the fuel line, there'll be the main loom to the remotes, and the mechanical throttle and gear linkages. So a fair bit. But the issue that I'm thinking, when you look at the front of this, it's actually quite small. And yeah, everything will fit through there, but how's this going to fit on? I'm guessing that I need to get a smaller piece of hose, maybe like a bit of waste PVC that I can clamp into there, that this can then like clamp onto the front of. So I need to take this off to see what I can fit into here, and also these old Teleflex cables need to come off, but I think that means taking this whole piece, is the whole leg, I think. This side I didn't really need to take off. Oops, I dropped some screws. But I wanted to out of curiosity, because here is a repair done by the previous owner. It's not that pretty, but it's in the exhaust. I just wanted to have a look and see. I mean, it wasn't lying. I wonder how long that's going to last. Equally not that difficult to get to and re-prep and maybe re-gunk if I need to. Not entirely sure how these rigging pipes are supposed to fit on, but I've got a piece of 50mm pipe and a bit of rubber gasket around it, which I'm going to clamp in to here. It's fairly tight. I think once I do those screws up, that'll be clamped in, and this fits snugly over the top. I'm just going to give it a tilt and make sure everything's going to fit. Cozy. This is why I wanted to do this, because if I put it here, I think that would be a real problem. Although I might be able to get away with, I know, but then it would be too short. It's only got a certain amount of bend. I don't want to stress the pipe too much. I think this is going to have to be the point. To give you an idea of really how tight this is on full tilt forward, and so you see that, I mean, actually this isn't, because it's turned, that is contacting the bottom of here, and it's not quite at the end of here, but it is at the edge of there. I wonder actually if that's if there's much weight on that. Hopefully that's not bending it. I don't know. It's just touching it, barely touching it actually. What I might actually do is just reduce the tilt a little bit further to give me that clearance. Away from that point, it might just be okay. I mean, it's going to be okay anyway, but no touching is better than a little bit of touching.
Future Barclay here. It turns out once the steering has fluid in it, the engine can't move left to right anyway, so it can be centered and tilted.
You know when you do something and you're fairly happy with it, and then you realise you've done it wrong. Just got to the other end of these hydraulic hoses and realised that they're different lengths, which is no good for the steering, but it's perfect for, well, it's obviously designed for the back. I guess I'll take it apart then.
Running the engine loom to the front, I clearanced some existing holes and fitted these little cable hangers. This hydraulic crimping tool wasn't particularly expensive, but it does a lovely job of crimping big terminals. I thought it was sensible to backfill the terminals with solder. I've since read conflicting comments about making cable more brittle, but I'm keen to hear your thoughts and experiences.
Cable tie those neatly. So I've got earth to the, I haven't heat shrunk these yet. Earth to the battery, power, ground from the battery to the motor. This is coming from here, and then here's one I made earlier, which is going to go from the battery to the kill switch. Before I forget and fire this thing up, oh God, that's on tight. I have to get some pliers. screwdriver. I need to put oil in this. Suzuki oil, naturally. Now, bear in mind that this is a very old battery. I don't know if it'll. This is a genuine first turn of the key. Anything could happen. Nothing. I thought it would beep. Nothing. What have I missed here? Ah. Maybe. I still thought it would beep, but maybe the kill switch. No, still nothing. I've not got something plugged in. Literally nothing. Oh, so we've got power there. Ah. But no start. Oh, there was this plug here. Okay, so this needs power here, and then
As always, thanks for watching. We're getting close to getting on the water for some testing, so stay tuned, subscribe, and leave me a comment. See you next time.